is, I think, and you wear many hats, right?
I do.
All right, so we're gonna switch once to HAMA. So,
Yes.
can you tell our listeners what HAMA is about?
Yeah. So HAMA is the Haitian American Medical Association, and it is a nonprofit that I got started in 2017.
Wow.
However, it was written in a journal since 2008. And I
Whoa,
never executed
2008.
on it. In 2008. Yeah, 2008. So it was a long time coming before I decided to really, go forth and launch this organization. And truth be told, I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew my why. And my why was rooted in the fact that, I am Haitian. My parents are Haitian immigrants. And I've seen countless patients. I've heard countless stories of how the lack of health literacy and understanding, how it can cause some terrible health outcomes, not just for Haitian individuals, but for people in general. But I decided to focus on the Haitian community because the language is also a huge barrier to care.
It is.
It's a huge barrier to care. So I decided to start this organization to improve the health literacy of our Haitian American communities. And then tagged along onto that was also to support our future Haitian medical professionals, starting here in Massachusetts by awarding yearly academic scholarships to Haitian American students that are pursuing higher education. So our organization focuses on health education, two main focuses: health education and yearly academic scholarships.
Oh, that's really really inspiring. So what's the story behind it? Why you wanted to do this?
Honestly, when we talk about health disparities and when we talk about health education, I don't think we do a good job as a healthcare system currently to really help folks understand their health in whatever concept or aspect you want to portray this to someone. There's an understanding that if we translate documents into someone's native language, they can read it. And that's not always the truth, right? Because we have issues with literacy levels. There's an understanding that if we tell them, they'll understand it. That's not really the truth because there's cultural norms. There is a mindset that you're challenging. There are financial strains, health literacy strains, there's multiple things. So it really stems from trying to find strategic and creative ways to really get health information out to our Haitian American communities. And again, service, going back to what I was saying at the beginning, I believe purpose is your purpose to do something. And in my purpose of being a healthcare provider, I'm also purposed to serve. And utilizing my knowledge, my network, and my time to serve my Haitian community, that's all tied into my purpose for me.
Okay.
Do I work a full-time job? Yes, I do. When do I have time to do this? You find time. You find time for purpose. You do. You really do find time for purpose. And to be honest, the work and the development that I've seen with this organization has brought me so much joy and fulfillment.
Okay.
That sometimes this money can't buy that.
Wow.
Money cannot buy that. It really can't. It can't. To see your Haitian community better, to support young Haitian Americans and see them thrive and, come back and give back to the organization, their time, their talent. You cannot put a price tag on that.
And I think you said it well. And when you mention, yes, we have a lot of Haitian who are into medical field, but the lack of knowledge to our culture here, it's still bigger. So I think yes, if you guys, and I appreciate you coming along to kind of explain your vision. But my question would be, what's your goal? So what exactly you want to accomplish
through HAMA?
Yes.
So HAMA could be the premier platform where Haitians actually access all of their health education. So that HAMA has the ability to connect Haitian individuals to providers that they can relate to and actually converse with. That we can continue supporting our Haitian-American students and future medical professionals and grow that academic program. There's also a branch of mentorship that's starting. So it's all about our community being better on a health perspective, but also building the community that we tend to not see in our culture sometimes, and having the next generation really continue that, understanding that Haitians, can come together and build something great, not just for us, right? Not just for ourselves, but for the future generation, the current one and the one to come.
So as your vision for HAMA being realized?
Slowly.
Okay.
It's only been 4 years, but let me take that back. It's been 4 years, but I've seen more growth than I thought that I would see in 4 years.
Okay.
However, the vision is being accomplished. It's slowly being accomplished.
So can you talk about your growth, the growth you see so far?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I first started HAMA, I tell people this, I said it was God, myself, and the consultant. Okay, putting things together behind the scenes in 2016, prepping for a launch. And at this current moment, we have 30 volunteers that serve in 9 different areas of the organization, subgroups. We have an acting board. We have different departments in our organization that support it as a whole, from document translation team to an editorial team, health education, scholarship, mentorship, a fundraising team. So that growth, I could not even begin to imagine. A social media and marketing team. I mean, that right there was a prayer answered, because I said, Lord, I'm not on these social media platforms that much, back when we first started. And I said, can you just send some people that want to do this? And in about a long year and a half, they showed up and they were eager and ready. So there's been a lot of growth to go from 2-3 people to 30 in 4 years that are committed and dedicated and want to see this organization grow. That's growth.
So do you want to talk about your team?
Yeah, so our team is, again, 30 folks. They're spread out into 5 different states, Massachusetts, New York, Florida, Georgia. I'm missing someone.
I wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah, if they're watching this, I love you. But it's 5 different states, last time I counted.
Okay.
But the team is spread out into 5 different states, and we
wow.
virtually, and
in 4 years, that's a big
4 years.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's a part of, some people were here in Massachusetts when we relocated.
Okay.
And then other folks that, reached out, they lived in other states, found out about HAMA online, and they're like, how can I serve? And they went through our volunteer recruitment process and learned about the organization, and came on board and never looked back. So it's been wild. Yeah, it's been quite a wild ride.
So what's your future goal for your organization?
I mean, continue to really just release this health education. We have a great team with the health education team that, we're always looking for speakers. Actually, your wife is going to be one of our speakers in May 2021. Yeah, this upcoming.
Jessica Dacius. Yep.
Yes, she's going to be one of our speakers. So continue to find gems like your wife who are Haitian in the community, who could speak the language, get them onto a platform where they could share their knowledge with the Haitian community. Definitely continue our academic scholarship programming. Definitely grow our mentorship program, and just continue to serve the needs of our Haitian community from a health perspective.
So, can you talk about the scholarships? Where do you get the fund? Is it from donation? Is it from grant?
Great question. It's a great question. So the scholarships is something that was very close to my heart when we first started. And for the past 4 years, I've actually supported the scholarships myself because I believe so much in the growth and development of our next generation. I believe 1 year, one of our board members decided to gift each scholarship that year. But is that sustainable? Not at all. But I do believe when you believe in a vision, if you're not the first one sowing into it, then no one else can join you.
Yeah.
And it's not sustainable because as this program grows, the level of growth that I see for it, I as an individual person cannot do so. But our team is working on ways to find funding to support the scholarship team. But in the past 4 years, I have proudly supported every academic scholarship that has been given out, with the exception of 2019.
Oh, wow. Okay. So now we're going to tell our listeners. So please donate to HAMA. Where can they do this? Where can they do
this on our website? Yeah, they can do it on our website. There's different selections, whether you want to do a general donation or a donation to the scholarship fund, or our health education, our operational expenses. They could definitely go over to our website, myhamahealth.org, and make a donation there if they are so inclined. We appreciate it in advance. They can also follow us online and, just keep in the know with everything that we're doing on Instagram, Facebook. We're also on LinkedIn. And if you're not on any of those platforms, if you go onto our website, you could be added to our email list and receive some updates from us when we have different events going on and things that we want to keep our wonderful Haitian community in the know about.
Oh, thank you. That's good explanation and good information.
Absolutely.
So if you're watching this show, you will please donate to HAMA. You can go to myhamahealth.org and you can donate and support the Haitian community and support Brenda Lormil on her purpose. That's her purpose, and that will be your purpose to support too.